Isn't it interesting how the mind works? How it takes a moment, a single moment, and stretches it, molds it, gives it colour, shape and meaning. And some moments seem heavy, don't they? Almost like they carry a weight, like an old book, thick with the past. And yet, isn't it also true? The same mind that magnifies a feeling, it can just as easily shrink it. Just as a lens can focus or zoom out. You already know, don't you, that shifting focus shifts everything. Because here's what's fascinating. Some memories fade, some grow. And it's never about memory itself. It's about the meaning you give it. And if you can change the meaning, then you could change everything. And what happens when you do? What happens when you take all those old, heavy, over-exaggerated thoughts and simply turn them down? Like a dial, turning down the weight, the significance, watching it shrink, watching it get lighter and lighter and lighter, until it's so small it just disappears. And in that space, something magical happens. As one thing shrinks, something else must grow. And now a new memory, a new feeling, one of power, one of joy, one of accomplishment begins to arise, expanding, filling you up. Just like warm light pouring into every part of you. And the more you notice it, the stronger it becomes. Isn't it interesting how those little sparks of confidence, joy and fun, they begin to connect, linking together, growing brighter, stronger, forming a network of light and laughter inside of you. Because here's what's truly powerful. If the mind can distort things in one direction, it can distort them in another. And wouldn't it be interesting if every time an old weight tried to creep in, your mind automatically flipped the switch, found the lesson, the wisdom, the strength, and then let the rest simply fade away, gone, and in its place a deep sense of certainty, confidence, and an undeniable knowing that you're always moving forward, always rising, always growing. And now, as you begin to notice how easily, how naturally, how effortlessly this new way of seeing takes hold, what happens when you let yourself feel it, really feel it? That sense of lightness, of fun, of playfulness bubbling up within, filling every part of you, until it's only one thing that remains. And you don't even have to try, do you? Because it's already happening now. And isn't it fascinating how the mind, your mind, has already begun to shift, like a tide turning, like the first hint of dawn stretching across the sky, effortlessly washing away the darkness, revealing something new, something lighter, something stronger. Because what if, just imagine, what if those old heavy thoughts, those distorted memories, they weren't real in the way you once believed? Because after all, a memory is just a story, a moment wrapped in meaning, and meaning is fluid, like water, like breath, like the very thoughts flowing through your mind. And it's so interesting, isn't it? How the mind once took the negatives, magnified them, built them up like towering shadows, forgetting for a time that all shadows fade when the light shines. And the light, your awareness, is already illuminating something different. And now you begin to notice something shifting deep inside, as the mind recalibrates, reorganizes, reassesses. Because isn't it time? Isn't it so much more useful, so much more natural, so much more you to remember the truth, that for every challenge there were 10 victories, for every setback a lesson, a breakthrough, a step forward. And isn't it true? What you focus on expands, because now, right now, you begin to realize the past, the present, the future, they're all shaped by meaning, and meaning is just a choice. And just as you once trained yourself without even knowing to give weight to the negative, you now find yourself effortlessly, automatically, naturally drawn to something else, something better, something lighter. As the past reorganizes itself, the future brightens, and the present fills you up with that deep, undeniable, unstoppable feeling of confidence, certainty, joy and playfulness. And the deeper you go into this realization, the more it becomes who you are. The more natural it feels to wake up every day knowing the weight is gone, the burden lifted, the distortions corrected, and instead of overthinking the past, you find yourself living fully, joyfully, effortlessly in the now, present, here. It is not exactly what you wanted all along, and now it's yours.